It's 7 o'clock. This is Bob Steele.
In the land of the free.
Good evening, this is Dick Bertel.
Gail King, Eyewitness News.
Good evening, I'm Denise DeSenza.
I'm Dennis House, thanks for joining us.
This year, Channel 3 will celebrate 60 years as a television station.
And today we're bringing you some great old film from 1958. TV news was much different back then. We shot in film and had to be developed. Check out this, Susan.
Yes, it looks very familiar. My father was a film editor, and I remember those days of splicing and audio and video where film were on two different clips.
And that was our old news director, Tom Eaton, ripping off the wires. We have a couple of clips that we covered in 1958. This is from the State Democratic Convention when Thomas Dodd was nominated to run for the Senate.
As I announced last September, I am a candidate for the United States Senate at the Democratic State Convention in June. My name will be placed in nomination at the state convention. Now, more than 51% of the delegates have promised me that they will support me at the convention through thick and thin, and that they will stand behind me. And when I tell you more than 51% have promised me, I mean that I have made contact with, on a delegate-by-delegate, face-to-face basis, this number of delegates.
I am told that I have legally one more mission to perform, and that is if we want to avoid going through this entire list and putting you all through a very...
Congratulations, Mr. Dodd. Anything to say, sir? Oh, I'm very happy with the result.
Colts and...
There was one person who I knew was for me last September when I started out to try to win this great honor, and that was my wife. And you know, some of my friends said, don't do it, you can't make it. But Grace said, go ahead. And that's really why I started and why I tried. And I knew as well about the Democrats of this state, and I thought they'd give me a fair hearing. So for all this, I'm grateful. And I pledge to you a real, energetic, fighting campaign, at the end of which we'll bring one of the greatest victories ever achieved in the state of Connecticut by the Democratic Party.
And he went on to win.
Yeah, it's wonderful to see the old film, but you really have to take good care of it. We're so spoiled now, everything is digital, but you can see how film, if it's not taken care of.
And your dad was a photographer for CBS, so he actually went through all that.
Right, and I have it in boxes in my basement and some great film, but yes, I hope that it's still well preserved.
Like it's refrigerated, right? You need like a certain temperature, something like that. Well,
something like that.
All right, well, that is our time for this Sunday morning. We thank you for joining us.
Your next source of news is tonight with Kevin Hogan, and of course, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Steelers Chiefs right here on Channel 3 at 1 o'clock.